This space right here decides whether you're in phase or chasing all game. Not at the catch point, not down the field, right here. Most DBs think press is about being overly aggressive, using your hands first, trying to time the snap, trying to dominate early. That mindset gets you beat. Press man is about control, and control starts with what you see. Let's talk about alignment. For longer corners like me, I'm 6'2", your biggest asset is your length. Your arms are leverage. But if you crowd the line too much, you kill your own advantage. You don't have space to react, you don't have space to strike. There's a universal rule, yard, a yard and a half, but that doesn't work for everybody. Your alignment should be a relationship between how fast your feet can move and how far your arms can reach. That's your sweet spot. The easiest way to find that sweet spot, especially in the off season, is working 5-yard releases with the receiver. That's how you learn when you're too close, when you're too patient, and where your body actually wins. This applies to long corners and it applies to short corners. Different bodies, same fundamentals. Now lock this in. The order matters. Eyes, feet, hands. Not hands first because you can get left at the line. And not feet first because your feet can go one way and he can go another. Eyes lead everything. Here's where most DBs struggle. Even when they know the rule, under speed, under pressure, under real receivers, their eyes lie to them. And that's the real issue. You don't lose reps because you don't know technique. You lose reps because your eyes break first. This is what DB vision actually does. DB vision doesn't teach you new techniques. It forces you to execute the technique you already know. The lenses block out the receiver's upper body distraction. The head, the shoulders, the stuff that makes DBs panic. When you train with DB vision, your eyes are forced to the receiver's hips. Your feet stay square longer and your hands arrive on time. Eyes, feet, and hands. That chain reaction isn't theory, it's trained. Everything in press is decided within the first 5 yards. DB vision locks your eyes into the truth, which is the hips, because they never lie. That's why it works at every level. Youth DBs, they stop biting on head fakes. High school DBs stop opening the gate early. College DBs clean up timing. Pros sharpen the smallest details. The fundamentals don't change. Only the speed does. Now, watch this rep again. Watch the receiver step forward and come to balance. The DB kicks at a 45-degree angle, and that angle slightly widens out the receiver. Compared to where he was at the snap, look where he's at now. If he kicks flat, he runs around you. If he throws hands early, the receiver swipes because he's haunting your hands. Now watch the swipe. The receiver swipes early, expecting the jam. The DB stays patient. Now after the swipe, the hands arrive. But look at what that hand does. Even though it's not fully extended how you would really want it to be, it keeps the receiver exactly where the DB wants him. And it allows the DB to stay on top of the route. That's control. Now, this part answers a lot of questions DBs have. Watch when the receiver turns his head early. Most DBs think back shoulder, get chest to chest, play the ball. But look at the head placement as they're moving. The receiver's head passes the DB's head. That's how DBs get stacked. And when you're stacked, you give up separation. When you look back for the ball, thinking it's a back shoulder, your head needs to stay even with the receiver's head. Or even try to remain on the top shoulder of this receiver. That way you feel him, you see him, and when you turn, you don't lose that leverage. No stack, no free separation. This rep ends incomplete because the DB widened out the receiver, shrank the sideline, and forced a tough throw. But understand, at this level, sometimes that ball gets caught. That's why the little things matter. Great DBs don't guess. They see clearly, they move patiently, they strike on time. When your vision is disciplined, everything else follows. And when you step on the field, knowing you can lock up anybody, that's when coaches trust you. That's when reps turn into plays. That's when opportunities open.